Hi, today as part of our Business Spotlight program, we're with Andy Nolan, and he's Managing Director of Escalate Digital Marketing. So over to you, Andy. What is it you do, and for how long have you been doing it?
Hi, Kevin. Yeah, great to meet you. My name's Andy Nolan from Escalate Digital Marketing. We are a social media marketing agency based here in Dublin city centre, and we've been doing it for almost 10 years now. So we started, I suppose, back in 2014 when there was still a lot of, old school marketing tactics and all that going on.
Okay.
I spotted the opportunity for, social media was growing and the emerging platforms are coming on stream, and the shift that I suppose businesses had to start making and to get themselves online and in front of their customers. So yeah, we've been going for 10 years now. We specialize kind of B2C businesses. So we focus a lot working with brands that you'll see in the supermarket, along with some e-commerce clients and also lead generation clients. And so we tend to work with a lot of clients that our team shares the same, I suppose, are aligned with the same goals and interests as our team.
Fantastic. That's brilliant, Andy. And what makes you stand out from your competition?
Yeah, so this is the kind of question when we started off, we always kind of asked ourselves, well, what is our USP? I suppose after a couple of years, it kind of came clear to us when our clients were actually telling us like what makes us good. And the feedback we got from our clients was, I suppose our customer service was always very good, and our personal approach. There's a lot of agencies you can be handed off from one account manager to the next, where we've kept things fairly small and tight within the business, that most of our clients, when we on board, will always be dealing with one of the directors or else, the same account manager for the majority of the time they're with us.
Fantastic. And I'm sure you've had loads of learnings, but what's your biggest learning since you started? You've been a business owner.
Yeah, I suppose to say we're constantly learning, especially in the social media space. I mean, Facebook is changing every day, so is Instagram. Then we have TikTok coming on stream. So for us as an agency, it's always keeping up with the latest trends. What's happening now? Like back 10 years ago when we started, people were just happy to get on social media just to have a presence. Where now it's about making sure you're engaging, you're putting out the right form of content. Short form video content is now actually performing the best. So a lot of businesses still aren't there yet, but our job is trying to convince them that and show them that short form content is the way to go when, I suppose, investing into your marketing and your content. Like, there's no point now in putting out a still image or using stock imagery. It all has to be personalized in that. So I suppose the biggest learning is, we're constantly looking at what Facebook, Instagram, TikTok are publishing and making sure then that all of our clients are keeping up to date with those latest releases. As there's constantly new changes and updates being made.
Fantastic. Yeah. And I mean, I suppose we have AI now and everything else coming along to even generate.
Some people are scared that their jobs are going to be gone, but I can rest assured that like no one's job is going to be gone. But it's an interesting space, and it's something we keep an eye on. I think it's something that people need to work into their jobs and their roles. Like, how can they best use, I suppose, ChatGPT and other open AI tools to, suppose, make their job easier. So it's supposed doing jobs and tasks quicker. And especially now, like Adobe are releasing stuff that's very interesting with images for editing and stuff. So there's a lot happening there.
Yes, yeah. So it's got the whole graphic design side of thing and all the rest of it, and your content. Absolutely. No, it's exciting to see it and how it's applying to small to medium-sized businesses. I know I'm working with some of my clients on it, and it's, as you say, working through tasks much more quickly, they're like almost real time sort of thing, a
lot of people as well that can be quite alienated to it. They're very like kind of almost scared of it, like, what is this AI tool doing? So I suppose it's our job to educate them on how to use it.
Fantastic.
And like a lot of people do think like there's just like you just ask it simple questions, but it's all about creating, I suppose, strategic prompts and getting the AI tool to know you and know the questions and what you do in your role and get very specific with the questions.
Fantastic.
A lot more to it than just popping in, write me. I know I've seen a lot of college students are doing it now for their exams and that. And it's just, even the colleges pick up on it. Like, some stuff's just too generic, so even if you do get something back, you always have to amend it. You can't just leave it to a robot.
Yes, at the moment anyway, before they take over the world. Good stuff. No, I can see it's fantastic for SMEs and the bigger businesses as well, of course, but definitely we're seeing more and more, and it's the rate of change. is what's interesting at this stage. And we thought we were going fast a few years ago, you know. And anyway, so we may have covered some of this, but how do you see your business developing over the next 5 years?
Yeah, as we said, stuff's constantly changing. So for us, I suppose, me as the business owner, it's constantly watching, like, right, where are consumers spending their time? So back 10 years ago, people were consuming their time reading newspapers, looking at the TV, listening to radio. That's all changed now, you know. So we have like placements for media buying on, like, say, podcasts, obviously on all social media channels, and looking at that, where is your consumer spending their time? And that's where we need to be, I suppose, changing the services and the skills that we have in-house to cater to our clients, you know.
Fantastic. Okay. And what would you see? What's the latest news about your business?
Yeah, I suppose TikTok would be the latest thing that we're kind of really pushing onto all of our clients. That's the space where a lot of brands are now, and they're getting a lot of free organic reach. Once they're organic, they're authentic, they're putting a lot of energy into the platform, you will generally do well. And TikTok doesn't like, you know, the professional staged content. So like you see a lot of brands, they invest heavily into TV ads. And like it's a bit old school now, because like the metrics and, you know, you can't track as much with TV ads, where with TikTok, it favors the more raw in the moment stuff, personal stuff. At the end of the day, people now are following and they want to see stories. They want to see brands crafting stories, and they want to see brands collaborating with people they would see as influencers
All right.
in the market, you know. So it's about tying that partnership together with brands. And for us, I suppose it's upselling TikTok as a service to most of our clients and seeing how TikTok can work for their business.
Fantastic.
Every business can just set up TikTok and it will work. You have to have a plan, a strategy, and constantly do it and be consistent with it.
Fantastic. It's like, I suppose, like everything else, but it's just a new way of communicating to people. And no doubt there'll be more coming down the track.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what's next. I know Meta are looking at launching a platform similar enough to Twitter. So to take on Elon Musk's Twitter platform. And a lot of people will probably jump on it because what's going to happen is they're actually going to give most creators and influencers a username automatically. So they won't even have to sign up to the platform. They'll nearly be migrated onto it already.
Oh, wow.
And it'll make it very easy for influencers and that. So I'd imagine that will be coming on stream fairly soon. And what I see is the name of it is actually Barcelona. So keep an eye out for it.
Wow. Okay. I certainly will. Yeah.
Definitely something to look into.
Yeah. Well, what are some of the biggest issues you've overcome to get the business up and running and all of that? What would you say?
I suppose it's always kind of competition and getting yourself, I suppose, in front of the right clients, you know, and customers, like with any business. So I suppose it's showcasing the work and sharing our story, our business, where we come from, and sharing our case studies of our clients, what they've achieved and what we can do. But the other big issue at the moment is probably finding the right people, you know, for the team. So for us as a small agency in Dublin, and obviously social media, we need people who are young, that have grown up with social media, that understand it inside out. Even myself, like I didn't grow up with TikTok, you know, and we had to hire a girl specifically for TikTok because she grew up with it. She's on it herself. She's making TikToks. It comes naturally to someone like that.
All right.
And with the likes of her skills in-house, it enables us then to be able to get our clients up to scratch and performing really well on that platform too. As I say, like it's easier for them to come up with these ideas with TikToks, what to do, what's trending. The trends change every week, so you have to be on them fairly quick, or else you'll miss, I suppose, the free viral organic reach. So it's important to get on it while it's hot and get your team creating something really effective and cool. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And what's most inspiring to you today?
Yeah, I suppose it's witnessing, I suppose, some of our team grow, and also seeing the brands grow that we work with. So for example, we work with Granby Limited. They're a famous brand here in Dublin. They've been producing the famous Dublin sausages and Granby pudding nearly, I suppose, 100 years now at this stage. So we worked with them a long time, and I suppose when they came to us, what they had a really good platform and client base, but they had no online presence. So I suppose it was inspiring for us to see what we've transformed our business online from having, I suppose, a very old school website to now being, I suppose, one of the top brands within their space on social media and online. So we've done a lot of collaborations with some local influencers here in Dublin, and along with running like really nice campaigns to showcase their products. So if it's like barbecue fails, just stuff that consumers want to see, that's having a bit of fun and showcasing the product. And the feedback from them is that they're getting more consumers asking in store, like, have they got the product, etc. And retailers coming to them looking for additional stock.
Wow. So it's translating it into direct sales and profitability.
Exactly. And extra revenue for the business. So it's really good. And they're investing more and more as they see the success of social media marketing. So it's just, the power of it is there. It's just about executing it in the right way, and having a good partner there to do it.
Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. And what are the biggest challenges facing your business, do you think, at the moment?
Yeah, I suppose one big thing that comes to mind is the cost of living in Dublin. As we have, like, I suppose most of our team would be early 20s.
Right.
So you could say that some of them could still be living at home with parents. And then it's the kind of balance where they want to move out. They want to still have a great work-life balance. And a big challenge is two have actually gone to Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So as you can imagine, it's really good when you have good team synergy, and the next thing someone decides, you know what, it's actually very hard to live and enjoy life here in Dublin. So they're at that age where they want to go traveling, see more of the world, and they just decide to move to Australia. So that is quite a challenge at the minute. Okay. And obviously then, like, the only way we can stop that is by increasing wages and trying to, I suppose, give them as many benefits as we can. But there is only so much you can do, you know, as a business.
Right. But you've also had some help from Action Coach, I think, from on meeting challenges.
We have, yeah. So we've been working with Action Coach for the last 3 years, and you know what's been great about that is at the start we were quite a small team, and since then we've grown and doubled our team, doubled our revenue as well. And it also, the probably biggest shift and change that's happened was at the start we were very much, you know, 3 directors and 1 staff member. We were all very much in the trenches, as you'd say, you know, working very much in the business face to face. Where working with Johnny and Action Coach, we've, I suppose, grown as individuals, grown the business, and we're now working, I suppose, on business development and looking at other opportunities that are there for the business.
Fantastic.
So helped, yeah.
Yeah, so a bit of a shout out there for Johnny O'Sullivan. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. A good man to work with.
Fantastic. And okay, just to round it up, what are the biggest opportunities for your industry over the next 5 years?
Yeah, I suppose it's constantly growing industry. Every kind of business now realizes that they have to be on social media. They need a website. Their website is essentially their shop front. And so for us, I suppose, as a digital marketing agency and social media agency, the pool of, I suppose, businesses that are there to work with is only going to grow bigger as people realize they have to do it. It's no longer, you know, an option, you know, it's the best way to communicate with your customers. And with that, I suppose we've been in it for 10 years now. So the opportunity is, as the industry grows, we have, I suppose, a lot of experience behind us. So when we have new clients coming to us, we have lots of case studies that we can show them proven strategies that can work.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, listen, Andy, it's been great talking to you today. Inspiring stuff there, you know, for everybody can learn from. And you know, delighted that you're part of the Action Coach family, and look for onwards and upwards growth. Yeah,
absolutely, Kevin. We're keeping a close eye for the podcast, and yeah, best of luck and thanks again for having me on it.
Fantastic.
We'll speak soon. Thanks a lot.